In August of 1590, a ship returned to Roanoke Island off the coast of present-day North Carolina. 115 men, women, and children had been left there 3 years earlier. When the landing party stepped ashore, the colony was gone. No bodies, no graves, no signs of struggle. Only a single word carved into a wooden post. CROATOAN. For more than 4 centuries, the fate of the Roanoke settlers has reigned as America's most chilling unsolved mystery. The Roanoke colony was meant to be England's foothold in the New World, Sir Walter Raleigh's grand project. John White was its governor. When supplies ran low, White sailed back to England for help. But a war with Spain delayed his return for 3 years. When he finally came back, the 115 settlers he had left behind, including his own daughter and granddaughter, Virginia Dare, the first English child born in America, had simply disappeared. For centuries, the story was taught as America's great unsolved mystery. 115 people, men, women, children, gone without a trace. The only clue was CROATOAN, the name of a nearby island and the Native American tribe that lived there. But John White, desperate to search, was forced back to England by a storm before he could investigate. The colony was never found. Generations of historians, archaeologists, and treasure hunters tried to solve it. They all failed. Then, in 2011, a researcher at the British Museum examined John White's original map under specialized backlighting. 2 patches had been applied to the map centuries ago, corrections, everyone assumed. But beneath one patch was the symbol of a fort, a 4-pointed star, drawn in invisible ink, marking a location 50 miles inland from Roanoke. White had patched over it to hide the colony's intended destination from Spanish spies. The map wasn't just a drawing, it was a blueprint for survival. For centuries, the theories fell into 3 grim camps. 1, they were wiped out by starvation, disease, or an attack from hostile tribes. They tried to sail back to England on a small boat and were lost at sea. 3, they simply moved to CROATOAN Island, just as the carving suggested, and assimilated with the friendly tribe there. The first 2 theories meant tragedy. The third meant something else entirely, a merger of peoples that would rewrite the story of America's founding. And in 2024 and 2025, archaeology finally delivered. Excavations on Hatteras Island, the former CROATOAN Island, uncovered English tools, copper, and a rapier hilt sitting directly alongside Native American pottery in the same refuse pits. Cohabitation. Not conquest. Not disappearance. Integration. And DNA analysis through the Lost Colony DNA Project matched living Americans to specific 16th century English genetic markers, including a descendant of the Brown family whose names appear on the original 1587 manifest. The Roanoke settlers were never truly lost. We just spent 400 years looking for an English colony when we should have been looking for an American family. Desperate, abandoned, and with no hope of rescue, they made the only choice that meant survival. They joined the CROATOAN people. They lived alongside them. They married into their families. Their children grew up speaking both languages, and their descendants are still here. The word carved into that post was never a mystery. It was a forwarding address. A mountain no one is allowed to climb. A book no one has ever read. And now, a colony that vanished for 400 years, until DNA and hidden maps finally told the truth. They were never ghosts. They were a family. Follow for more forgotten weird history.